music for Egypt. Nile FM.
That was Jay-Z, Big Pimping, here on Egypt's number one for hit music, 104.2 Nile FM. Good afternoon and welcome along. If you've just tuned in, this is Nancy on the Big Drive. I'm sitting in for Mr. Mark Curtis this afternoon, all the way up until 7 p.m. And it's just gone 7 minutes past 5 o'clock. And today, for most of you parents listening, it's probably the start of the last week of schools, as well as Eid approaching next week. And you're probably thinking to yourself now, summer holidays are just around the corner, and boy, are there so many holiday options. Or maybe you're thinking, like me especially, oh my God, the time has come and I honestly don't have any idea what I'm going to do for the summer or where I'm going to go. So I'm absolutely delighted and excited to be joined by co-chairman of the Travel Committee and general manager of Travco Holidays in Egypt. And I must say, Mr. Moataz, this has come, as they say, at the right place at the right time for me, for myself, and for most listeners, I'm sure. Welcome along, Mr. Moataz Sedky. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Hi, Nancy. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm very, very well. How are you?
Very happy to be here.
I'm so incredibly excited for your being here and to conduct this interview and know everything about holidays and Travco Holidays as well. And obviously because this special episode is brought to us by Visit Dubai, and you of course have so much to tell me about. So please can you start telling me about yourself and your role at the travel company Travco?
Yeah, thank you for the invitation. I really enjoyed it, and it's a lovely studio for whomever doesn't know where we are now. It's a very elegant place, very homey, a lot of nice, cheerful people, and it's an amazing team. And also, I'm one of big fans of NileFM.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So you're a NileFM listener?
Yep.
Amazing.
all programs. And actually, I spend a lot of time in the car, and one of the most entertaining channels is NileFM.
Thank you so much.
I just wanted to go on air one day and tell you, yes, I'm a big fan.
Oh,
congratulations,
and
you guys are doing great, and I wish you more and more success.
That's very, very lovely of you. Thank you so much for the lovely compliment.
Going back to who I am,
yes.
Actually, I started the business in 1982, which is before the internet time, which is travel was absolutely different. People were actually calling by phones and sending letters and telex on that time. I'm not sure if you are familiar with this device, the telex. And
telex?
Yes.
No, I know of the fax machine.
Yeah, that was like...
Is that similar?
So advanced, no.
Oh, okay.
Telex is something like similar to telegram. So,
right.
You type,
way back.
You type and it comes out in a ribbon, yellow ribbon like this, and then you write this is for X and Y and Z, and then you play back and you put it back on the machine, and it repeat, and you edit.
My goodness. Wow.
But on that time was different. Everything was different. It was mostly cultural travel. It's more about the Nile, Aswan, Luxor, and the Nile cruises. But later on, now there is a lot of changes, and it's becoming more into low-cost carrier flights to Red Sea and Sinai.
Yes.
So being in the travel business and witnessing a lot of changes, starting from no internet, and then fax, and then email, and then mobile phones, and then online, and then you pay your own by credit cards and InstaPay.
Yeah, everything's so digitalized now and so incredibly fast.
And then hotels actually try to steal our clients and go directly to you and ask you to book directly with them. And travel agency roles is becoming less and less and less and less, because in your device you have a travel agency.
Yeah.
You can book your flight, you can book your hotel.
That's right. Yeah, everything's on demand.
Flights are looking for you, not for the travel agency. So they're trying to cut down the middle person. So if we as a travel agencies were not adapting ourselves to be as much high advanced technologies like all the platforms in the world, then the competition is not going to be fair for us. So actually all the clients, yourself, your father, your mom, everybody around you can book their holidays easily through a smartphones. That's why Travco Holidays and other companies are updating their mobile applications. They're putting more online presence. They're putting all their visuals, platforms, all other pricing, loyalty programs, installments plan in collaboration with banks and stuff like that,
right,
to be able to attract clients so that we acquire more market share from the clients. But otherwise, you are free to do it's an open sky now. You can book your flight, you can arrange a transfer, you can book a hotel, you can book a restaurant. So the concept of the holiday have changed a lot.
Yes, that's right.
From a very classic, mysterious way that the fear of travel, what I'm gonna do, I need to ask a travel agency.
You need to have someone along with you, because obviously if you're going to a new place where you've never been before, you most probably feel unsafe.
But
so you need to have everything.
Nowadays, not anymore. You can open YouTube. You can open a lot of channels.
That's right. Yeah.
That show you the room, the restaurant, the lobby, how to get there, and even there is some application without making advertising for them.
Yeah.
It tells you how to reach. You get on train and then taxi, and then you go at the end and you see the hotel, and then these hotels have ratings. Which is the best thing to do in this hotel, where to dine, how to take your kids, where is the most fascinating aqua park and stuff like that. So Travco Holidays is a one-stop travel shop.
Okay.
This one-stop travel shop allows people to get all what they need from travel experiences in one place. I mean, you book your ticket, you book your flight assistance, you buy like someone wait for you at the airport, either in Egypt or outside Egypt, or at least you have an idea about planning your honeymoon, planning your conference, or going back to the old days when you need to travel abroad, and then by traveling abroad you need to obtain a visa, and then Travco, also one of the departments, help you to arrange the papers. They show you how to fill it the right way, what are the documents needed in order to...
That's brilliant, yeah.
Yes, so it's a kind of a 360 company that offers a huge variety of services that all the clients needs in one place. Of course, as you know that we have so many... Sorry to interrupt.
No, of course.
We have a lot of branches all over Egypt, not only in Greater Cairo, but also in Luxor, Aswan, in the Red Sea. So, and all this through accessible by a short number where people can call this number and they're going to be diverted into an agent who can book them whatever services they want 24/7. Amazing
stuff. So I was literally just going to sum Travco up, but you did an amazing job, way better than I would, by basically saying that Travco is your one-stop shop for everything. It handles everything from just the initial idea of wanting to travel, where you want to go, and it'll handle everything from A to Z.
Absolutely. Okay. It's a brand that you can count on, either for business or leisure, for honeymoon, for anniversary, anything. And also that we have a complete unique platform that connected to our offices in Jordan, in Dubai, in Oman, and all those offices have their own direct contracting with hotels, so that the prices you see on our online platform are the best, and we don't actually buy from a person who bought this and that, so it's our own contracts. Beside a variety of hotels on the Red Sea coastline from Ain Sokhna until Marsa Alam, and in Sharm el-Sheikh as well. All this, as you know, the famous brands, Jazz and Schwagenberger.
Of course, yeah. Okay, well, I thank you so much for your very elaborate, informative, piece of describing what Travco is, and I'm sure everyone listening now knows who Travco is and what exactly they do. But in the meantime, we'll go to more music, and I definitely want to ask you more about traveling within Egypt as well.
Absolutely.
So let's go to some Lil Uzi Vert coming up now. XO Tour Life here on The Big Drive with myself, Nancy, and Mr. Moataz Sedky.
Hit music for Egypt. Nile FM.
A lovely throwback there. That was Prince and 1999 here on Egypt's number one for hit music on a 4.2 Nile FM. It's 5:24 right now, and I am absolutely delighted to be joined by co-chairman of the travel committee and general manager of Travco Holidays in Egypt, Mr. Moataz Sedky. Thank you so much for the amazing conversation that we already started in the first hour. And I actually, because we kind of touched upon, travel within Egypt and what Travco is all about and how it helps from A to Z within, when you come to decide on where you want to go on holiday and what to do and how to do it. So me as a mother, and especially this time, summer holidays are starting now, and Eid is coming up, and I know for a fact that Sahel, is going to be absolutely jam-packed. Now, if I did want to travel within Egypt, but stay away from all the, kind of busy, very trafficy areas, how can Travco help with that?
Okay, this is a very smart question. Let's talk about connectivity within Egypt.
Yes,
and
please.
How to reach destinations.
Yes.
I think the national carrier from Egypt have announced that they will have weekly flights to the place where you call it the North Coast.
Yes.
Which is Alamein. Actually, the flight will be once a week or twice a week, and this will create a lot of connectivity, and it's an easy way to arrive to the destination you want to. Some destinations in the Red Sea, actually you have a flight 1 or 2 times, and some other destinations, they have like two flights or 3 flights a day.
Okay.
In order to connect all those places together, you have to have more frequency in domestic flights. You mean you have an easy, cheaper way to fly?
Yes.
To fly at any time of the day. So you have more frequency. You have a flight at 8, you have a flight at 12, and then you have a night flight. All this goes to Upper Egypt, Sinai, and the Red Sea. As you know, that the major airports are located in Marsa Alam, which is deep south, and then you have Hurghada, and then you have Sharm el-Sheikh.
Yes.
Those are the major spots that international flights as well as domestic flights. So in case that there will be more, let's say, open sky kind of agreement that more carriers, which especially the low-cost carrier, which arrive to Sphinx Airport, that can continue the journey to serve the domestic flights, which allow people to travel cheaper and more frequency.
That's brilliant.
Including the national carrier as well. So there will be a flight, like let's say if you go, the difference between the low-cost carriers and the legacy carrier, which is on the flight you can have a meal, you can have a drink, and you can have bags.
Okay, so you got the full package.
In low-cost carrier, which is the cheapest price, kind of, you fly without bags, and you buy your bags.
You buy your bags?
You pay for your bags. Let's say you have a handbag, like 7 kg.
So however many bags you want, you pay for each one?
You pay more. So if you get more bags, if you are a family and you get more bags, then it's add on to the fare of the ticket. And of course, on board of the flight, if you would like to have a bottle of water, you pay for it. If you have meals, but in other carriers, which is let's say they call it the regular flights, it is included the meal. It depends on how many hours you fly, because sometimes you get like a piece of cake and tea and coffee and water if it's a short flight. If it's a longer flight,
croissant or something.
French. And then on longer flight, depends how many hours you fly. You get like a hot meal or dry meal, or if you go across Atlantic, a far destination, or the other way, going to the Far East, then you get 2 meals. You fly by night.
I've never had 2 meals in my life. That would be amazing.
You need to choose a destination that is like
that's long in hours.
8 or 10 hours flight. Then
I
you
see.
get actually, if you fly to Japan, you get 3 meals. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because it extends up to 14 hours all in all. And actually, if you make few stops, then your flight takes up to 20 something hours. It depends how many stops on the way.
Oh my gosh.
What was the longest?
The longest flight I've ever had. Honestly, maybe 5 hours.
5 hours.
Yeah.
So within Europe, I guess.
Yeah, within Europe. Obviously to Egypt. Yeah, exactly. Back and forth.
So
actually,
you're hoping to have more meals on the flight.
Yes, exactly. The more food, the merrier.
Yes.
The happier, right?
Then you choose a very far destination next time. But it's all about connectivity. Going back to Egypt, it's connectivity help people to travel easier and to reach a destination more frequently, because driving is not the best option all the time. Driving also is depending on the roads and depending on traffic, especially on holidays. There's a lot of traffic, there's a lot of waiting time, and there is a lot of, let's say...
it's tedious as well to drive. Because I remember driving recently, the last Eid, I went to Sharm el-Sheikh and I drove there and back, and I was absolutely like... It was tiring.
Yes, it is a lot of actually a lot of kilometers, and there is some checkpoints where you queue for a long time.
That's right, yeah.
Due to security reasons.
Security checks.
And it's it's all over the world, not only in Egypt.
Yeah, of course.
And this is like for your own sake and my sake, and so it's to check randomly and to make sure that everybody's safe is absolutely essential for travel. So safety, we can't argue with the rules.
Yes, that's right.
But still, it adds on more hours, and it's going to be hectic. Flight for sure is going to be much more expensive, but if we allow low cost to fly within Egypt, either it's foreign or domestic or Egyptian, this is going to be like amazing.
Yeah, it would be absolutely incredible, because like myself, and I'm sure like many people listening, we always want the easiest, the best way of travel, but in the cheapest form, because you don't want to splash out on petrol if you're driving to and from, and plus if it's 6 hours plus drive, it's you've got to have someone with you as well for your safety, for the safety of your family or yourself. We would love to see more cheaper options within Egypt. I think that would be absolutely amazing.
For sure, to maintain the same quality as well. I mean,
yes.
Not cheaper means that it's lowest quality. It is kind of economical solution to fly from a place to another place. And this, you get less, let's say, less benefits.
Yeah.
If you fly with this high price, you get 2 or 3 bags with you. If you fly with this price, you get your handbag. If you would like to add more bags, and then you pay for this. If you would like to have a decent meal, you pay for it. So it's like it's a package.
Yes.
But honestly speaking, on holidays, you don't need so many bags, because you need to focus on how to enjoy life and the destination.
And be present more.
Yes, exactly.
That's true.
Enjoy your time. So Egypt has a lot of varieties, especially if you talk about the new Alamein city. It's becoming more and more popular. A lot of people comes from neighbor countries by low cost. They arrive to Sphinx Airport and they drive like a couple of hours.
Okay.
Exactly 2 hours and 40 minutes, they reach Alamein city.
Nice.
Which is having a lot of international brands, a lot of Egyptian restaurants with amazing cuisine.
Yes.
And a lot of events. So the name of the game is having an attractive events that can attract so many people from neighbor countries, not necessarily the Arabic-speaking people, but still you will be a destination that we call it a B2C destination, that you don't need a travel agency to organize your trip. You just buy your flight ticket, you book your hotel, you arrive to the destination, which is the concept and the philosophy of the low coast, the Egyptian North Coast,
yes,
which is offering beach holidays and varieties from 4 stars, 3 stars, and some decent, let's say, huts, kind of like Dahab and the Red Sea.
Right.
So I believe we are going very much on the right track. We are attracting more tourists to the Mediterranean coast. And of course, if we can celebrate this year that we are a record breaker, in 2010, Egypt brought number of travelers 14.7 million.
No way.
Yes, and now we are
That's
ahead.
such a big number.
Yeah, we are ahead of it, but we deserve much more than this.
Of course.
And now we are 14.9, which is a record breaker.
Amazing.
And hopefully in this year, indications are saying that we are going on the right track, and hopefully we'll break the 15 million visitors to Egypt.
Oh my God, I really hope so, inshallah.
Yes, and this of course needs a lot of work. We need to build more hotels. Currently, I think we have like 225,000 hotel rooms, we need to double it. We need to
in all over Egypt.
All over Egypt, yes. It's hotel rooms goes up to you need at least 400, I guess, to cope with Egypt. With Egypt
almost
vision,
double, as you said.
Yeah, with Egypt vision to go 2028 up to 30 million tourists, which is you are still below 15, so they have a long way to go. And not much. So we need to build more hotel rooms to cope with the number of people coming.
That are coming, yes.
And still, the Ministry of Tourism are encouraging low cost and encouraging all flights comes to the destination, the resort, coastal resorts. As you know that we have 3,000 kilometers of beaches from the north coast until Marsa Alam. So going from deep south until up to the Mediterranean, and from the Mediterranean until Marsa Matruh, you have a total of 3,000 kilometers of sandy fine beaches and two seas. So you have the Mediterranean, the Red Sea, and the Nile as well. You have it all. You have desert, you have all kinds, you have mountains. So it's like Egypt has it all.
Egypt really does have it all. And personally speaking, I haven't even traveled much in Egypt, and I really want to do so.
You need to.
Rather than, go out and see somewhere else.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have to.
Very
with
good.
your help.
Absolutely. You need to try to see a lot of places. In winter time, as you know, that it gets cooler and really sunny in Upper Egypt, so you enjoy Aswan and Luxor, the Nile cruise. Yes. And of course, you can stay more. You don't need to take only a Nile cruise ships that takes you from Luxor to Aswan with visits, but you can stay there in some of the islands in Aswan and on the Nile shore in Luxor, and you enjoy the life. You mingle with people, and you try the local cuisine. And in summertime, as you know, that all Sinai, including Taba, Dahab, Noureybad, St. Catherine, and Sharm el-Sheikh.
Okay.
And then starting from let's say Ain Sokhna up to Makadi, Ras Soma, Soma Bay, El Guna, especially Makadi area has a lot of varieties of hotels that offers unique programs to families and kids, with all inclusive and aqua park.
And is all this information, obviously, it's available on the Travco website, right?
Absolutely. Makadi area especially is a lot of presence for Travco brands, especially jazz and jazz hotels, which have several concepts.
Okay.
That has the family concept, the aqua park, where you take your family, and there is some adults only, if you would like to have a decent place without noise and you enjoy the time.
So it really does cater to whatever
either in
your
anniversaries,
needs are.
Exactly. Either in anniversaries, honeymoon, reunion. So there is hotels especially for adults, and there is other hotels also for families that everybody's enjoying. Nobody's bothered by the noise of the kids on the pool. And, and there is also meals for kids, as well as there is some family rooms. Even the buffet, there is some items for the kids, and the size, how tall is the buffet. There is a buffet for kids.
So everything's specially designed as well.
They can pick up the things. Yes, absolutely.
Amazing. Well, thank you so very much for yet another very informative link, Mr. Moataz Sedky. I have with me the General Manager of Travco Holidays here, and in the meantime, we will go to more music, and I would love to hear more about Travco Holidays. We will be right back.
Hit music for Egypt. Nile FM.
Here on Egypt's number one for hit music, 104.2 Nile FM. You're currently listening to the Big Drive with myself, Nancy. It's 5:47 right now, and I am still incredibly delighted and honoured to be joined by co-chairman of the Travel Committee and General Manager of Travco Holidays in Egypt, Mr. Moataz Sedky. Thank you so much for joining me this afternoon here on the Big Drive. And obviously, this special episode is brought to you by Visit Dubai. And Mr. Moataz, I've actually been to Dubai a couple of times, and some stays have been longer than others. Some have been quite short, maybe like a week or less. And my personal question to you is, because Dubai is seen as, a huge kind of very innovative kind of city right now, and everyone is kind of going there as a popular holiday destination. Is that how you think of it? And what is your opinion about Dubai in general?
Actually, you said it all. Absolutely, you're right. There is always a top destination that people repeats their holiday, and some destinations you go one time and then you don't go again, and you say that one time is enough.
Yeah.
Dubai is a kind of destination that one time is not enough.
That's true.
Dubai is incredible. Actually, it is an incredible destination. It offers something that, like, for everyone.
That's true.
For high end, for low budget, for youngsters, for people who would like to have decent cuisine, shopping, and a lot of other attractions.
Family time, activities as well.
Yes,
There's so much.
Do you know that, of course, that there is a very high towers in Dubai, and
Yes.
the number of infinity pools. Do you understand the infinity pool
Yes,
kind
yes.
of concept?
The ones that lean over,
Yeah.
the beach or the sea, and
That
Yeah.
kind of pools that has no borders.
yeah,
So there is an infinity. When you sit in the pool, you see like...
it's everlasting.
Yeah, so in one of those towers, I'm not sure if I mentioned one of those brands, I guess not.
Okay.
But in many hotels that has this rooftop infinity pool, it just clicked to my mind that it has things that other countries doesn't have. I mean, they might have, but not as that
frequent.
varieties
okay.
and more. So
Right.
those rooftops kind of high towers starting from 50th floor and 60th floor, so it's like
Yeah,
wow.
amazing
One of them I
views.
know it's a 46th floor, and it has an infinity pool, and you need to book it like 3 weeks 4 weeks ahead to find
Really? In advance?
even to dine,
Oh,
not only to have a swim or something like this.
yeah.
So those rooftops are amazing stories, and it has like high-end restaurants, high-end pubs, and a lot of
Nightlife as well.
Absolutely.
Is great there.
And by night is outstanding.
Of
The view is
course.
outstanding,
Yeah.
and it's like so. It's clicked in my mind directly. Now we're talking about. I remember the towers. I remember Sheikh Zayed Road, and a lot of towers that they really use every bit of it. So on those infinity pools, like I think there is 4 or 5 infinity pools. Unbelievable. The view you see is like amazing stories. It's like a painting. So it's the atmosphere is amazing, and it's make it perfect for families and friends. Not only like you go, and you have for sure Dubai is an amazing place for business, to do conferences and to do, like when we talk about Dubai, we talk about safety, we talk about easy to reach, to apply, and we're going to discuss about visas and how to get visa,
yes, we're going to do that a little bit
it's one
later
of
on.
the easiest thing to do to obtain visas, and Dubai government is putting a lot of varieties to obtain the visas, the longest, and how many days you would like to have the visa. You can obtain visa in 24 hours and
That's amazing.
48
That's great.
hours, 3 days, it depends. The minimum is 72 hours.
Okay.
I mean, this is the maximum.
But it's just a few days, either or. I mean,
Some business people and some families who goes in summer and winter time, they like to have an extended visa. That's why there is now the 5 years visa, which is actually a new package that allows you to stay 90 days and extendable.
that's
and it's
good.
only for
Yeah.
like more or less $300, and you have like 5 years. It's like a lot of amazing opportunity for people to have such an opportunity to go whenever you like.
Exactly.
If you decide tomorrow we go to Dubai, and it's like a short flight, it's like a medium flight, not like too much. And also there is in the Emirates a lot of flights can take you there if you find the national carrier. If Dubai is busy or traffic, you can
travel within to different cities within the Emirates.
The United Arab Emirates has
Right.
a lot
the
of
different Emirates.
Yeah, so
Okay,
you
of the
fly to
UAE.
Abu Dhabi, for
yes.
example, and then you drive. So it's the national carrier of Abu Dhabi can takes you to Dubai as well.
Amazing.
So it's like a lot of options, and of course you can fly from Sphinx Airport, was a low cost, and then you reach there in no time. So this also allow more options for people to travel to Dubai. So it's like now we talk about easy to obtain visa,
Okay.
comfort where you travel, and
Yes.
frequency and good prices, affordable for everyone. And not every destination offers you this kind of conditions that you get the permission to travel,
Yeah.
and this permission has a lot of options, and it's easy to obtain. and the number of documents that the travelers needs to present are minimal.
Oh, that's great.
So
I mean, I think that's
when you
the
apply,
kind of the one.
if you have an Egyptian passport and you apply for a destination, it's a pile of papers.
Of course,
and you need to upload, and you need to
very
verify.
Time consuming as well.
Absolutely, and a lot of money.
Yeah,
because some papers you need to obtain, and you pay money for those papers. So it's like Dubai is like
it's just easy to get there, easy to travel, easy to enjoy yourself with a good budget.
The number of people traveling from and buying their services to Dubai from Travco, we see them more often. So in all the branches, you see them. This family goes to Dubai. You know because they've been to Dubai and they come back to Dubai and Dubai is becoming really a super attractive place for families and juniors. If you talk about this Miracle Gardens, I'm not sure if you went to Miracle Gardens or not. It's like amazing.
I did go to a butterfly garden, and oh my God, I had the best time ever, honestly.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. The way this garden, I've never seen it in my whole entire life in the whole world. If you see the number of photos and videos, and a lot of influencers went there and they took it, it's like amazing story.
Yeah, it's opportunity to post some stuff and content creation.
And of course, it's a lot, if I count the number of attractions for families before for adults.
Yes.
So actually, they will never forget the experience, and they will ask their parents take me there back again. And the more, starting from 3 years. From 3 years, there is places like parks, a lot of interesting places, and of course that a lot of something like Universal Studios and other places that really the whole family have fun.
Yes, and it's good quality time.
Absolutely, and there is also hotels within the parks. You don't need to drive, and you don't need to.
Oh, so you don't need to get out that much.
Yes,
you can enjoy your time there at the hotel.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I guess it's a kind of a place that has it all. You have the fine dining, and you have the roads, you have the
unmissable attractions
and the desert
as well.
For sure. Yeah.
Yes.
And if we talk about the aquarium inside the Dubai Mall, and it's like
brilliant.
The varieties are endless. And when they really make sales, it is a serious sales. Like when they say it's 50. It's a 50 on everything. And everything is available. So it's like my size is not there. No, you find your size.
Okay. Oh, so you're talking about,
shopping. Absolutely. If you go for sales, and it's a serious sales. Even 80%. So, and there is a lot of, it's ads on. If you buy this, you get that. And it's
there's a lot of offers.
Promotions and a lot of varieties that gives you.
That's so good.
You come back with a lot of saving things.
You come back with an extra bag.
Yes, absolutely. This is the thing.
Okay. Thank you so much again, Mr. Moataz Sedky, for telling me all about Dubai. We'll go to some more music, and in the meantime, I hope you do enjoy this brand new song by Sabrina Carpenter. This is called Espresso.
Hit music for Egypt. Nile FM.
That was Natasha Bedingfield with these words here on Egypt's #1 for hit music 104.2 Nile FM. It's 7 minutes past 6 p.m. right now. Welcome along if you've just tuned in. This is Nancy here on The Big Drive, covering for Mr. Mark Curtis this afternoon, and this special episode is brought to you by Visit Dubai, and it's an absolute honour to be joined by General Manager of Travco Holidays in Egypt, Mr. Moataz Sedky. Thank you so much for joining me this afternoon. It's been an absolute pleasure, our talk so far. So let's pick up from where we left, and I was telling you that my few visits to Dubai, some stays were longer than others, and there were absolutely endless attractions that I actually did want to go to, but I didn't plan well enough because, me being Nancy. So as coach, chairman of the travel committee of the American Chamber, and from your travel expertise, please, can you tell me what are the unmissable attractions, or let's say the go-to places to be or to see in Dubai?
All right. If we talk about the tallest building, I want you to imagine, because there is a funny story. Nobody stands next to the fountain and try to take his own picture from a friend or a wife or a husband without the person who's taking the photo by mobile. He has to tilt his head back that he can take the tip of the tower.
Because of how tall it is.
Impossible that you're standing, let's say, around the fountain and the restaurants, and you would like to take a photo, and in the back you have Burj Khalifa.
Right.
Impossible. The photographer has to tilt his head back until he keeps the tip, because it's like amazing, and then he flip it the sideways so that you can see it all around. So without a doubt, this is the tallest since 2009, and the structure itself is bigger than 3 Tour Eiffel Towers in Paris.
On top of each other?
Exactly.
Like
if you
lined up
three
vertically.
of them, actually Burj Khalifa is much taller.
Wow.
And if you know or you don't know, the Empire State, it's 2 of them on top of each other.
Oh,
and
my
then Burj Khalifa
goodness.
next to them. If you can imagine, the audience are imagining this. So you can see that 2 Empire States together on top of each other, and next to them Burj Khalifa, and still Burj Khalifa is
taller.
It's a 154 stories.
Amazing.
And you know, one of those funny stories that, as you know, it's all glass.
Yes.
And it takes 120 glass cleaner to finish all the cleaning of the tower in 3 months.
No way.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
So it's one of the hidden
3 months.
3 months to
120 cleaners
100, and of course
to clean the whole thing.
They hang from this strong ropes, and they are
they're like abseiling
very safe, and of course it's like an amazing view to see the fountain, to see, and if you go, of course, by Christmas time or New Year's, and you see all those fireworks and the amazing fountain, and as you know that the same brand, the American brand who built the Boulevard in Vegas, he's the same one who did the fountain, and he
really?
Yeah, it's a California-based company who designed it, and it's.
Is this the singing fountain? What?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay, right.
It's you call it Las Vegas Bellagio fountain. Same.
Yes.
It's the one who designed this is the one who designed the Vegas Bellagio fountain, which is created also by him. So if you watch from the top of the tower, the fountain, it's a totally different story than walking around the fountain and watching it.
Because you've got when you're at Burj Khalifa right at the top, you've got the bird's eye view basically of the fountain.
And the more you go up, it's like everything is surrounded by glass, and you see the highlight of Dubai, the old cultural part and the new towers, and of course you see the palm, which is another amazing stories, which is actually it's one of the best. Actually, it's 3 palms. If you do skydiving, or you see it very obvious. It's like 3 different palms, and those palms has one of them has the famous Atlantis Hotel, which comes in movies, and
that's right.
Out of this nobody can imagine how this small, if you skydiving and you see it very small, and then probably you see a lot of real estate, a lot of hotels, and a lot of tunnels. So it's like you go on bridges and you see the water from here and there. So it's
a beautiful sight.
Absolutely.
Especially if you like city life, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I guess most of you have come from the airport, and you see this kind of shape like an eye, which is the Museum of the Future.
Oh yeah, I didn't actually get to see that.
It's
in
a
my last
very
visit.
unique design. You know, it's one of the most amazing buildings you can see in your life. It's like nothing like it. Even more impressive, the symbolism behind it. It's like it's a circle, represent humanity, and then the moon represent the earth, and the void, the empty place inside it or around it, represent unknown.
Oh, wow.
Yes, it's like, I think you remember how it looks like.
Yeah, I do.
It looks like an eye.
Yes, that's right. And it's got Arabic calligraphy all over it.
This is
right?
Sheikh Muhammad's...
is that not the same thing?
No.
This is?
It is.
Okay.
It is. It's written in Arabic. The quotes from His Excellency Sheikh Mohammed, the Prime Minister of UAE and the ruler of Dubai.
Right.
This is his quotes.
Okay.
It's written in Arabic, yeah.
Okay.
So it's...
amazing.
Yeah, it's one of the famous quotes of Sheikh Mohammed. It's written in Arabic and translated also in English. So those are one of the places that you need to book online.
Okay.
And ahead of time, because as you know that it was opened recently in 2022, and I believe that you need to book ahead because it's always crowded. And even if you can't enter the museum, you can still check out the lobby, which is looks like your walk in the future. Space, travel, robots, and innovation. It's
wow, amazing stuff.
Even though that you are unable to book the full ticket and you go and you take the elevator and you go up, and still the lobby is an experience itself.
Okay.
So, and of course, the best time to go and enter it is the sunset, because the colors, the shadow, the sky, and the
horizon.
Yes, exactly. Even in darkness, it's absolutely. So it's a whole staircase, mesmerizing elevators, and a lot of glass everywhere. So it's like wow, big thing actually. It's one of those monuments that you need to not to miss and to take your family, because it's a story, and it is a trip to the future.
I'm sure. I mean, as I said, when I visited Dubai recently, I was there in last December, and unfortunately, because of my stay wasn't long enough, I didn't get to see all the things that I actually wanted to. Yes, of course, more time. So yeah, I'm definitely
planning
to go back. So let's just go to some music in the meantime, and we can talk about more of the 5-year scheme and stopovers as well. So let's do that.
Hit music for Egypt. Nile FM.
You're still tuned in to the Big Drive with me, Nancy, sitting in for Mr. Mark Curtis this afternoon. And obviously this special episode is brought to you by Visit Dubai. And I still have Mr. Moataz Sedky, the General Manager of Travco Holidays in Egypt, here with me inside the studio. And I was actually asking Mr. Moataz what the unmissable attractions in Dubai were. And we spoke about Burj Khalifa, didn't we? We also spoke about the fountain next to Dubai Mall, the Museum of the Future, but we didn't get to speak about the golden frame. So please, can you kindly tell me more about that attraction, seeing as I actually didn't visit that either when I went to Dubai. And also, I've heard of the 3 artificial islands. So please tell me more about that.
Well, actually, the golden frame, you see it very obvious from any place in Dubai when you drive. The golden frame, it actually connects Dubai past and present. It is symbolic that it is the kind of changing fast. One side of the building, you will see old Dubai, where it's all started.
Okay.
And the other side of the hand, you will see the most futuristic city in the world that just got built. So it's like, it is a gate or a frame that represent the past and the future. When you get out of the elevator, the floors are censored. So whenever you step on, you can see the ground below when you step on at any part of the ground. So it's like a kind of interacting floors that shows
interactive
you
floors, yeah.
each part of the city where you are going to. But the whole concept is a very symbolic that it reflects when how Dubai started, and then the future of Dubai on the other side. So it's like an empty frame that represents the city.
That's absolutely brilliant. I love the concept.
And I
encourage
anyone to go and see it, because it's like an amazing visit, and it's worth every money you pay in the entrance.
Of course. Now, tell me more about the 3 artificial islands then.
The most famous one is the Palm Jumeirah.
Okay.
As you know that there is 3 artificial islands off the coast of Dubai. The biggest at all is Palm Jumeirah, and it's massive that you can see it even from space, even from flight. Yeah, it's very
Seriously?
obvious. Yes.
Oh,
and it's
wow.
It goes up to 5 kilometers in the depth of the Arabian Gulf, and they say that it's a blasted of 7 million tons of rocks from a nearby mountain. And sand. It took them like 6 years to build the whole famous this Atlantis stands on the Palm. So it's like huge project. Whenever you see, it's like a longest 5 kilometers depth in the sea, and those tons of rocks, and it's like water park. It's like a record breaker. I guess it's like it should go into Guinness World Book of Guinness Records.
Right.
So still, it offers a varieties of there is homes, there is real estate, there is fancy restaurants, there is nightlife, and I guess the iconic Atlantis Hotel is what makes the Palm Jumeirah, of course, the highlight of the Palm Jumeirah.
I see. Thank you so much for that. Is there anything else that is absolutely unmissable?
I guess Dubai has a lot of varieties of malls which is scattered all around the Dubai, and all are connected with this subway that you can use it anytime, which is connects. And actually, all the stations are very close by.
Oh, so the metro system.
You don't need exactly.
Okay.
You don't need to queue on taxi or wait for taxi in rush hour, because as you know that Dubai is a big city.
Yes.
And there is a lot of business, and in rush hours, really it gets really crowded. But metro solved the problem, and the stations next to the metro it makes it easy, because the location of each station is actually very strategic, and it is built especially that you can reach all the landmark where it's for shopping, for business, for major hotels. So
using the transport system.
Yes, absolutely, and it's easy. It's all by QR code and a lot of digital kind of tickets. So it's like
very fitting
really
to nowadays.
Super advanced. Yes, exactly.
Okay. Amazing. Well, thank you so much, Mr. Moataz Sedky, for that. We will go to more music. Coming up, we have Tyler, brand new music. This is called ART.
Hit music for Egypt. Nile FM.
This afternoon. And we do have with us still Mr. Moataz Sedky, General Manager of Travco Holidays in Egypt. And we were talking all about the unmissable attractions in Dubai, because obviously this is a very special episode brought to you by Visit Dubai. So, Mr. Moataz, we have actually had someone messaging us over on WhatsApp by the name of Mohammed Fuad. Thank you so much for your message, Mohammed. He says, yes, there is an aquarium in the mall, and you lightly mentioned that in Dubai Mall, right? And he also said that there was a mini zoo where you can see penguins, which is really cute, actually,
yes,
especially for the kids and the family.
Dubai Mall is an experience. It's not about shopping and restaurants, but it is also one of the places that you can enjoy a lot of other attractions as well, which is mentioned early, but maybe because of the we wanted to say more about the Palm and the Burj Khalifa.
Attractions,
yeah, exactly. So, but the aquarium is one of the places that really attracts youngsters, families, and it's one of the places that usually when parents or someone, the mom goes to shopping and the father and the kids goes to the aquarium, and it's a journey. It's a really journey, and actually you walk within the aquarium itself, because it's not the classic kind of standard of watching the aquarium, but actually you're surrounded and you go underneath, and you see the sharks, you see rare species and a lot of interested stuff, and of course the zoo as well. So
beautiful.
All this within the experience of Dubai Mall.
Right, okay. So now that we've kind of hit on the attractions and we've spoken about them, For those who are planning a stopover holiday in Dubai, can you please give us a sample itinerary? For example, if someone wanted to go for a 3-day stopover holiday, how would that work?
Actually, the national carrier of Emirates offers this kind of service. If you not necessarily flying to the final destination, the Emirates, and you're flying somewhere across Atlantic or at the Far East,
Right.
they give you the option that you get this almost for free within the ticket. So, of course, excluding the accommodation. Accommodation, but it is not a burden or an added value on the flight ticket. So you have the option to
That's great.
to make an extension, like stopover or a long weekend.
Oh wow! So you
and-
can visit,
Exactly.
several
This you can
places.
arrange it with the travel
with the-
agent.
okay.
With the travel agent, and it makes a lot of how do I say, a lot of feasibility and a lot of convenience to the family to buy those kind of packages. And it's not only most of the national carriers around the world are offering this stopover package from long time, but Dubai actually is using it because also the people from Discover Dubai, they are really also giving a lot of varieties of options that, for example, I was reading this morning about an morning itinerary that when you arrive, you go directly to Burj Khalifa and you enjoy the start of the day and you have lunch there.
Nice.
And then they talk about in this day, in the afternoon, you visit Dubai Mall and you get those attractions, you explore the shops and they visit the aquarium and the unbelievable zoo, and then you get next day, the afternoon, you go to Dubai Mall and you see the fountain, and in the evening, of course, you don't miss the marina, and this marina is like a walk along the marina and enjoy the restaurants, enjoy the varieties of everything. And definitely by night you have to have the Dubai cruise, which is booked earlier. Yeah,
there's a Dubai cruise.
Yep,
I did not know.
Absolutely. And this Dubai offers actually a unique dining experience. It's not only a cruise without dining, but it takes a lot of, let's say, local cuisine and international cuisine, and you can entertain. It's like a trip, like when you have someone wants to see Dubai from while navigating by a traditional kind of cruise, because the cruises looks like the fishermen boats, but in a fancy way. So it's like really, really amazing.
So they've kind of kept that,
yes, and all
identity.
Those, exactly, and all those attractions takes like one full day and night, and then next day you don't miss the museum. And then actually you go to historical district, you see the old places. And in the afternoon, of course, you go to the marina again, you have lunch and all those places that offer seafood restaurants. There is a lot of varieties. Some of them, do you call it next to the creek? It's a Dubai Creek, one of the places that it is a traditional kind of place where people have varieties of food and drinks and stuff like that. In the evening, of course, you need to have this Jumeirah and again dinner in the souk, which is one of the places that you should not miss, where you buy the traditional
souk.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so a traditional market.
It's an old place, and they have tons of goods that you have, from the silk, the cloth, all the traditional things that was made. You can buy souvenirs if you are traveling to your, if they are foreigners, or you can buy dates filled with nuts.
Dates and coffee.
Yes, exactly.
I love their coffee as well.
And the packing itself for the souvenirs are outstanding. So all this represent really a unique experience. So I guess every day you can have 2 or 3 different sightseeing, and then at the end of the day, of course, you have to have another bag, because you've been filling your bags with shopping.
More bags to go back home with me.
Exactly. And I guess I don't want to mention some specific brands of restaurants, because I have this kind of called the sweet tooth, which is, I like sweets very much. And there is a lot of varieties of shops that offers a unique sweet products, very well known worldwide, and you need to book it earlier. So one of the places that you take your
I'm
kids
intrigued
to,
now. I
yes,
know.
you need actually to take your your kids, and actually it is kind of healthy as well.
Okay.
Not this kind of bad sugar.
Are they by any chance chocolate-covered dates? Or far from
this
that?
is the least you can find
yeah,
there.
I know.
And if you have more extra day, I would recommend very much that we go to the Jumeirah and you see the Atlantis and the Point as well. So I believe those are 3 full days where you can have 2 full days, 3 nights, or 3 nights, 4 days.
Okay.
So more or less,
Yes.
those are the highlight and the landmarks that you should not miss.
Okay. I just want to tell you one quick thing as well, because I just remembered, as you was telling me about the souk, I remembered Global Village, and I absolutely loved it so very much, because the incredible amount of, different partitions from each country around the world as well just shows how diverse, Dubai is.
It's a mix of several cuisines.
Yes.
And actually, if you, let's say, go to Moroccan cuisine, it's more or less like you're having the food in Morocco. It's like there is no an Arabic twist. It's like a genuine
it's genuine, authentic. Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right, brilliant. We'll go to more music now, just after this quick break.
Hit music for Egypt. Nile FM.
That was Bastille and Good Grief here on Egypt's #1 for hit music, 104.2 Nile FM. We're almost at the end of the show here on The Big Drive with me, Nancy. I do have one final question from your expertise, Mr. Moataz Sedky, the General Manager of Travco Holidays in Egypt. So for your final question, sir, for travellers who love travelling to Dubai, like myself, can you let us know about the 5-year visa scheme that you actually spoke about very briefly at the beginning of our interview?
Yeah, exactly. We mentioned that Dubai is one of those destinations that it's very easy to obtain the visa, and the number of documents needed for the visa is minimal. And Dubai is very advanced in the technology. So it's the e-visa, which is the portal of the official portal of Dubai, where applicants can apply and they can upload their documents easy. You have starting from the emergency visa, which is like going for 3 days, 1 day.
Okay.
And there is the 1 month visa, which is the most common one, which is the touristic visa.
Right.
And it goes up to, because they realize the frequency of people traveling back and forth. And if you have a single entry visa, you need to have a kind of a multiple visa.
Okay.
And for businessmen who has actually established companies and overseas offices in Dubai, which is a lot of Egyptian companies.
That's right. Yeah.
Has branch offices, and they go frequently, and their employees go back and forth. So one of the options that the government of Dubai have done is that's extended stay visa, which is goes up to 5 years.
Amazing.
But it has some requirements that you have to have a decent or a balance in your bank account. And there is some certain financial requirements that it has to be available so that you can obtain the visa.
Of course.
And I don't think that there is a kind of a zero rejection of those obtaining the visa. So it's not like risky. Yes, I'm gonna take it. I'm not gonna take it. So it's like 100% if you
guaranteed.
If you fulfill the required documents as well as the rules, then things are going to be easy. And to the point. And I believe a country or a government to think this way of encouraging people for a longer and extended stay, this plenty of investment and plenty of it shows that this country is actually encouraging people to stay more. And if you count how many people obtain this kind of extended visa, you find hundreds of thousands of people in a very short time, which is actually give you an idea about how this destination is welcoming visitors and how this destination is safe, clean, all
and
the kind
growing
of
as well.
Fast growing, absolutely fast growing. The whole Emirates, the United Arab Emirates is going. If you see the airports, the new renovation and the new airports actually coming up, Abu Dhabi airport, and there is plans for an extension for Dubai airports as well. So there is plenty of attractions coming up, and I believe having those kind of extended visa is a must for people who are planning to visit Dubai much more than one time a year.
Okay. I mean, wow. the incredible information about Dubai, things that I didn't know, especially like, you know, things like the golden frame. I didn't know that, you know, for if you were standing on one side, you'd see the old Dubai, and you were standing the other side, you see the new futuristic Dubai. Thank you so very, very much, Mr. Moataz Sedky, General Manager of Travco Holidays Egypt, for joining me here on The Big Drive. And it was a very special episode brought to you by Visit Dubai. I hope you enjoyed the show.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for joining me once again. And it is time for me to say goodbye. So thank you for having me. I hope you enjoyed the show here on The Big Drive with me, Nancy, tonight. Coming up very, very soon, more music. And we have Real Talk with Mickey and Kenzie on the way as well. So stay tuned. And I'll see you tomorrow, same time, same place, but on the evening show from 9 to 11 p.m. where I join Hisham. Bye-bye and take care.